I'm Hannah Footman.
I'm Catherine Orchard.
And I'm Hannah van der Vesthuizen.
And we are
the Fuckboy Podcast!
Yay! Same room, my ladies.
In the same room.
How does it feel to be in each other's presence?
To breathe each other's air.
It's a thrill.
It's a thrill.
What a time to be alive.
I feel like Hannah's on death's door. On death's door?
Yeah.
At death's door? At
Knocking
it, on
it.
it, by it, next to it.
I'm knocking all over it.
Yeah.
I'm falling through it.
You are.
You've got post-show body breakdown.
That is, yeah. When you wrote that, I was like, that's the perfect description. And I just have not, it's not stopped since I got back, so.
Pure
How
breakdown.
long has it been?
A week. I've been moving house, so it's just been, oh my God. I hate being an adult. It's so overrated.
Disgusting.
Whoever sold me this lie that growing up would be fun.
I told you guys, all I want to be is a child. And you were like, well, that's bullshit, Hannah.
I do.
Sorry.
My favourite thing about being an adult is being able to leave the house
Whenever you
past
want.
midnight and buy sweets and then eat them, and no
Yeah.
one's going to tell you not to.
Yeah, that's true.
What
single
sweet
person.
do you go for?
I actually go for chocolate. I shouldn't have said sweets.
Chocolate, okay.
Yeah, I love chocolate.
Yeah, I'm a chocolate gal.
Me too.
If I were to get a sweet, it would probably be a strawberry lace.
I love a strawberry lace.
Do you know what's super underrated? Also, love food that you can play with, and you can
Right.
clap that strawberry lace.
Can't
Like hula hoops and those rings.
Yes.
Hula hoops.
Oh,
Hula hoops.
such
Oh
good
my
stuff.
crack. I'm into skips at the moment.
Skips are divine.
But you can only eat them when there's no one around.
Gosh, skips. When you put them in your mouth, they sort of
Dissolve.
yeah, they dissolve.
They do. I love them.
It's quite unsettling, but in a good way.
Heaven. What's your sweet/crisp order?
Top crisp, Monster Munch. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're a stinky crisper.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, I'm including myself.
Yeah, but like a Walker's cheese and onion, no thank you.
Yeah.
A Monster Munch pickled an onion. Pickled an onion.
Yeah,
Pickled
pickled
an
an onion.
And then the spicy one, yummy. And
Yummy.
then the beef one, yummy.
There's a beef monster munch.
Knickknacks, delicious.
Yeah, I believe it.
Very nice.
Have you never had knickknacks?
Only at Christmas. No, I'm not
Twiglets?
thinking. I'm thinking Twiglets.
No,
No, I've
Twiglets
never
are
had a
wrong.
knick-knack.
Do you?
Yeah, I like a twiglet.
Marmite.
Love
She's a
Marmite.
Marmite gal.
Yeah, I am indeed.
Skips. What was your sweet?
Oh, I don't know. Come back to me.
Okay.
Think about that.
Crisp and sweet?
Oh God, I'm literally dying.
Thank God you're not leading this episode, Alex.
I know. So I also just went and did ADR for this show that I make a very brief appearance
Oh,
in.
so this wasn't for Winx. This is for. Can
No,
I say?
this is for Sandman. Yeah.
Yes.
And I have, honestly, blink and you'll miss me. But I basically.
Oh my God, it's
had
Sandman.
Sandman.
You're
the
in
new
fucking
Netflix-
Sandman.
Did you not
Yes.
know that?
No, well, I
Yeah.
did know that, but I didn't know what Sandman was.
Oh yeah, it's
Fuck.
going to be great. I've like watched.
It's going to
the
be
scene-
incredible. It's fucking
gonna be
Neil
great.
Gaiman on, isn't it?
Yeah, very cool.
Fuck.
Very cool. And
So cool.
I think the trailer's out, or there's a teaser
No,
or
that's
something.
the Audible book, I think.
yeah,
Oh,
I
but
don't think
they've-
the trailer's out yet. Is it?
Maybe the other week, actually, you're right.
There was like a teaser or
preview.
something.
Yeah, a little teaser got released.
And
I
I
think
think
you
they
might be
started doing
right.
all their promo. But it looks
Fucking
really
big.
good. What I've seen looks really great.
When is it out?
That's a really good question.
That she doesn't know the answer to.
And I'm not going to pretend.
no, absolutely not. Basically, though, I had to go and record myself just screaming
Oh hell!
for a long period of time. So
Hence the
this poor
voice.
And
But
she
I-
got bronchitis.
I got bronchitis. But in all honesty, I said I was speaking to Elliot's on the way here. Another shout out for her. I honestly talk
Yeah.
about her on every single episode.
She'll be on soon.
She's going to be on the podcast soon. But I was speaking to her and saying this is prime time for me to use the new voice notes section
Hinge
on
voice
Hinge.
notes. Yeah, she's a genius.
Oh.
That-
She being you.
So, shit, I think it could have been Elliot's suggestion. I'll give her potential.
Oh, because you
props.
have sexy husky bronchitis voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are like, damn, she's really
I mean,
cool.
you've got pretty sexy husky voice anyway, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, trademark.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, coming back to the
Crisps.
crisps. just
Crisps.
a salty Tyrrell.
Plain salty Tyrrell.
She's a
Do you know
fancy
what?
bitch.
I am. It's because
No, I
there's
believe-
so much crunch
They're
in them.
dry, yeah.
And also, they complement a sandwich, you know?
I actually bought some
Yes.
lightly salted Tyrrells today.
What about sweet? Sorry, I'm still on it. It could be a chocolate.
Can't be a chocolate.
Yeah, you can do a green and blacks.
Green and blacks?
I really
Well,
like
that
a
was the only
nutty
one I could think
chocolate,
about.
and I also love a Kinder Bueno.
Fucking praise be for that
Kinder,
answer.
Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno. Yeah.
The egg.
No, that's a Kinder egg.
The
wafer.
Yeah,
and
the
you,
wafer.
And you lick,
And you can
And
lick
you
out
lick the
the
shit out of
good
them.
bit.
you bite
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and then you, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like a Terry's chocolate orange. I like a Boost bar.
I used to love a Boost bar, but now there's just too much going on.
Is that fruit and nutty?
No,
No.
in a Boost bar. It's just a lot.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Oh, how to describe caramel? These
bits of biscuit
crunchy
in there.
balls, wafer biscuit,
Is it
chocolate.
like a Rocky Road almost?
No.
Better.
Whoa.
It's a sort
Depending
of
on who you're talking to.
it's a texture sensation.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's more like a double decker. Have you ever had a double decker?
I've
No,
never had a
never had
double-decker.
a-
never had a
never had a-
Lion bar.
I
dime.
I've ever had
Lion
a Lion
bar.
bar.
Oh,
Never had a
yeah.
dime bar.
Lion bars banged. That was
Do you
what
know
I had
what's
when I was
incredible?
younger.
Have you ever had a topic? You know what? I changed mine. I want a topic.
I've
never had a topic.
I think I have when I was
Coconut.
very young and I didn't like
and
coconut.
nuts
Yeah.
And caramel. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
hard
yummy.
caramel.
Yeah.
It's
Yummy.
really good.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Wow.
we've covered all the essential bases.
Exactly.
Oh,
For
shall
another
we talk
essential
about our
base.
favourite wine?
So, listeners, you know how we love a free drink.
Did someone say free drink?
Oh, yeah, we did, baby. We'd like to invite you lovely listeners to join our sexy new wine club, Wine 52.
Wine 52 are a wine discovery club who are offering their first case of wine completely on the house.
All you need to do is go to www.wine52.com/fboy and cover the postage costs of only £5.95. And then you'll get 3 free full-sized bottles delivered to you right to your door.
Try saying that 3 times, Kat. And let me tell you, these wines are delicious. Way better than your average Sainsbury's Pinot Noir.
So good. So instead of stocking thousands of wine from hundreds of producers, Wine 52 only select le creme de la creme without the unaffordable price tag.
They find the top undiscovered winemakers in the world and bring them straight to you.
And they are top. They're so good, aren't they?
Tippity top, mate.
Tippity tip tip chop. So you can impress all your friends when you throw that upcoming Christmas party.
Or enjoy them all to yourself. No judgment here.
Absolutely none. So each month, Wine 52 send their members 3 wines which you can customise by choosing from a case of white, red or a mixture. So we got a mixture, didn't we?
We did. Also included is their magazine Glug, which brings you the story of the producers and insight about wine and travel from each wine region.
So after your free case, you'll be a member of the monthly wine club. There's no minimum commitment. You can try it and see what you think. If it's not for you, you can pause or cancel any time.
So why not give it a try? See what I did there? Go to www.wine52.com/fboy to claim your case today.
That's the word wine, then the numbers 5 and 2.com.
Free drinks! Woo! Okay, shall we get on my episode?
Oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah.
I am so excited for this, Hanako.
We are doing the Murdochs.
That was an Australian accent for anyone who doesn't know anything about the Murdochs.
Excuse me.
It's incredible.
My Aussie accent is excellent.
I
It
know,
is
you
quite
just-
hard to pick up an
You
accent
just
from
didn't,
a single
yeah,
word.
a single word.
Murdochs.
Fucking brilliant.
Thank you.
Incredible.
So, Kath, you know a shit ton about the Murdochs.
I'm a bit into kind of stuff
Rich
like
people.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you can help me along, Kath, because you did know more about the Murdochs than I did before I started on this very
cannot wait.
interesting quest. And Hannah, your knowledge of the
Murdochs?
MDs?
Of the MDs, not a darned thing.
Not a
guys.
darn thing.
But
Well, you've come to the
bring
right place.
an Australian passport to the table. So
Oh,
make
no,
of that
she
what you
didn't.
will.
Oh, she didn't. Did you?
Okay.
Yeah,
Incredible work.
I lost it. Don't know where it is, but I know that I.
But
am
I
a
have
citizen.
one.
But I have one somewhere.
So you have a British citizenship and an Australian citizenship.
Yeah, baby, I can live on 2 sides of the planet.
That is cool. Okay, girls, Did you know?
No.
We have a lot more in common with the Murdoch siblings than we think.
Oh, do we?
Do we?
Sure, they're filthy rich. They have property all over the world and sail million-dollar yachts. But did you know that they're all vying for daddy's attention?
Hey!
I mean, we've all been there.
Hey! Oh, Hannah, well done. That was such a good intro.
That's phenomenal.
Thanks, Anna. So, when 86-year-old Daddy Murdoch takes a late-night fall on his son's 140-foot super yacht, complete with swimming pool, rock climbing wall, and a ceiling that depicts the night sky with separate switches for the northern and southern hemispheres, my personal favourite detail. Can you imagine?
I
having
imagine.
switches and
Heaven.
you can see the sky.
So cool.
So cool. All of his 4 adult children, he also has younger kids too by his third wife, they chopper their way to his private LA hospital bedside to be with him.
Did not know this.
Can I just
Didn't
say...
you know this?
This is Succession.
Yes, exactly.
That's mad. Can I just say, I can't move on without saying, obviously, he's overcompensating for something with that yacht.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even his yacht, it's his son's yacht.
What's
So
it?
I can't even imagine what Rupert's yacht looks like.
No.
I know. Now, Daddy Murdoch is not in a good way. He has broken vertebrae, as well as a spinal hematoma, whatever the fuck that is, which can lead to paralysis and even death.
If it's got that many syllables, it's not good news, is
No.
it?
It's not good. So
Famously.
obviously everyone's very worried about whether he's going to pull through. There is somber concern, bedside manners, and maybe even a tear or two shed. But the other thing on everyone's mind is if Daddy dies, which God forbid he doesn't, but if he does, who is going to be successor?
Oh,
Cue music. Ding, ding.
Sound familiar?
Sound familiar. It's just the base of all the best fucking stories.
have they, the writers of Succession said that they...
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The writer and showrunner Jesse Armstrong based the series on the Murdoch family, and when you watch the first episode, I mean that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the first
I've seen
episode,
the
that's
first
the pilot.
episode,
Yeah.
and yeah, that tracks.
Now, this Murdoch inheritance isn't just a bunch of old dusty vases that may or may not belong to the Ming dynasty. This inheritance is a multi-million global media empire with command over multiple TV networks, a global news service, a major publishing house, a Hollywood movie studio, and of course, the global political sway that comes with that media monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that thing of, history is told by the winners or whatever. It's history is now just told by the rich.
Yeah. By the
By the
Murdochs.
And the
Murdochs.
powerful. Yeah. Yeah.
They spin the narrative whatever way they want.
Yeah.
Mad.
So just to
You've probably got this in there, but no, in the UK, no one has ever got into government without the Murdochs backing. Ever.
Oh my gosh.
Without the Murdoch papers backing. It's never happened.
So just to give you an idea, I'm going to give you 3 examples of Murdoch's recent media monopoly triumphs. So Murdoch's Fox News channel aligned itself with President Trump and his fanatical Make America Great Again supporters, giving Murdoch power over the very fabric of America's democracy and the ability to destabilise democracies all over the world.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Number 2, The Sun, his UK tabloid paper, helped lead Farage to a Brexit victory. Number 3, in Murdoch's hometown, Australia, his networks rallied to repeal the country's carbon tax, the first in any country, and also successfully pushed out a series of prime ministers whose agenda didn't align with Rupert Murdoch's own. This guy is so fucking powerful.
Yeah.
It's just also so wild because I'm like, politically somewhat engaged. I feel like I know nothing. Never mind having your fingers in the pies of 2 other countries, knowing and understanding all that detail and manipulating it. Like,
Yeah.
Does he sleep? Is he a vampire? How can he have this much in his head and not explode?
I know.
And does it come down to politics, or does it come down to who's the most powerful, who can he can align himself to?
Yeah, who's swayable?
Who's swayable?
Yeah, I imagine that is probably true. Who's
Yeah, I
the most
wonder.
Easily manipulated.
Who's going to give him the most as well?
Well, it's like he kind of controls these world leaders from behind closed doors, because you see it in Succession, he's going to fuck the prime minister or the president over in his newspapers if they don't play ball with him.
Mad.
Wild.
So not only those 3, but around the time of Murdoch's super yacht fall, he had his beady eyes set on Disney. Is nothing
Oh,
sacred?
really? Oh my god.
I didn't know that either.
So he wanted to buy Disney.
Yeah.
Well, just weeks before the fall,
I did know this, yeah.
Murdoch had started closing a deal that would see his studio, 21st Century Fox, sold to Disney for a cool $52.4 billion.
Wait, sell to Disney?
Yeah, and the younger son wanted to get in as CEO.
As CEO of Disney?
Yeah. Which it
James
didn't happen.
Murdoch, yeah. So just imagine you're Murdoch's kids. The inheritance isn't just a fuck ton of money. It's a fuck ton of global power and endless free passes to Disneyland.
Oh, well.
Gals, be honest, would you want that kind of inheritance?
I don't think I would do well with the power, but I would have a lovely
But,
time.
oh my God, I'd be in Disney every day.
Yeah, I'd be in Minnie's Diner.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's business.
All
Oh my
damn
God,
day.
yeah, you wouldn't get me away.
I'd be that kid that they're like a bit embarrassed about, but she runs all the theme parks.
Yeah, like Greg in Successioning it.
Like
yeah.
Greg. God bless Greg.
God bless
Me.
Greg. I think I might like parks.
In all honesty, which kid do you think you would be? I don't actually think I would be Greg.
Oh, I think actually his daughter.
Shiv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but like initially. And like actual Murdoch's daughter is...
Yeah, she's fucking cool.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got some good things about her.
Yeah.
Or maybe like his cool rebel son.
Well, I guess
So
it's-
like Roman, but not Roman.
Yeah. I guess what's interesting about having a daughter rather than a son is in every way they are privileged, they are white, they are, I am assuming, straight, presenting, cisgender, like all of super wealthy, like all this privilege. But then if you're a woman, there is one way in which you are a minority or, you know, you are marginalised that must make you slightly more empathetic or maybe overcompensate, I'm sure. But like, that's an interesting look as to why his daughter is better behaved or perhaps more empathetic than his son.
Yeah, she's very politically...
That's definitely how it appears in the Murdoch family and also in Succession to an extent. So let's talk about the Murdoch spawn.
Okay.
There's Prudence from the first marriage.
Poor Prudence.
Poor Prudence. She's pretty much kept out of the family.
Really?
One time in an interview, Rupert Murdoch actually totally forgot to mention her when he was listing all of his children.
Savage.
Oh my
I
God.
literally wrote that. Savage.
Horrible. Poor Prudence.
Then there
Prudence.
are poor Prudence. Yeah, but she's probably like, oh,
I know.
fuck y'all. I'm
Yeah.
raising kangaroos in the outback.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fucking rich. So, whatever.
Then there are the other three from a second marriage to Anna Mann. There's Elizabeth, the eldest, think Siobhan from Succession.
Yeah.
Then there's Lachlan, Daddy's favourite, think Culkin.
Yeah.
And then James, the youngest, think angry main actor Kendall Roy.
Yes.
As kids, they were constantly up against each other for Murdoch's attention. And of course, they were all being groomed to one day take over his empire. Mm-hmm. And as you can imagine, all three children have been in and out of their father's favour along the way. Wild. As friends of the Murdochs like to say, Rupert Murdoch didn't raise children, he raised future media moguls. As children, they sat around the family's breakfast table on Fifth Avenue whilst their dad quizzed them on the ins and outs of his papers, like what font size works best, what kind of headlines catch the average Joe. So think Gossip Girl breakfast, minus the extravagant patisserie.
Wow, that really is very Gossip Girl, isn't it?
Because even though the Murdochs were multimillionaires, the Murdoch children had pretty humble upbringings. Well, to an extent. They had to get the bus to school, and they weren't given pocket money. It wasn't unusual for them to ask their friends for a fiver now and then. So Daddy M wanted his kids to earn not just his favour, but his money.
I love that. I would continuously lend the Murdochs money and then be like, there's interest on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Several years later.
The interest is a lot.
Yeah.
Sign on the dotted line, please, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being that friend, though. Imagine your fucking billionaire mate being like, can I borrow a fiver?
Oh, piss off.
Fuck
bruv.
off.
I mean, in a way, you'd probably be like, okay, I'll keep you in. I'll remember this one day, you stingy bastard.
Yeah.
And then I'll come around.
I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like the kids that they went to school with were probably like
so
filthy rich.
Yeah. And also, let's be honest, I would never remember if I lent someone a fiver. I can't even remember my own name right now.
Famously.
Famously.
They say that home is where the heart is. Maybe that's why so many fall in love with Big Pine Key and Florida's Lower Keys. With epic ocean views, unspoiled wilderness, sandy beaches, abundant wildlife, RV resorts, and Stock Island's rustic charm. Florida's Lower Keys don't skip a beat. For more about the Lower Keys and the latest safety protocols, visit flakeys.com/lowerkeys.
So let's just cut back to Murdoch's own humble beginnings and find out what maketh the monster. Ooh. Rupert was born in 1931.
He's an old boy.
So old.
The man is on death's doorstep.
He's so old.
Yeah, he's ancient.
He's Grim Reaper.
He was born in 1931 to Keith and Elizabeth Murdoch. His father was also something of a maniacal, power-hungry man, and Rupert was always trying to please him, and of course always coming up short. I smell generational daddy issues.
Hey, Freud is turning in his goddamn grave.
Mama Murdoch was also pretty fierce and held family above anything else. So this dynamic parenting duo created the two pillars that would come to define Rupert.
Yes.
The first pillar being success, the second being family. No wonder he went on to create the most successful global media empire with his family at the helm.
Yeah.
So, a young Murdoch begins his career as a newspaperman with a small regional paper in Australia, which he inherited after his father dies when Rupert is just 21.
Wow.
He is successor to his father's two small Australian papers, one of which he sells and the other which he quickly expands. Even at a young age, he is ruthless at getting what he wants. He expands by using his paper to help elect his preferred Aussie government candidates, and then uses those candidates to extend his paper's popularity. Now, this is the framework for building his empire. He uses transactional relationships with government officials, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, to gain as much power as possible. Murdoch expands further by turning sleepy, dull newspapers like The Sun, previously known as News of the World, into attention-grabbing, salacious, easy reads with headlines like, "Werewolf seized in Southend." Is this the Daily Prophet?
Oh my gosh.
Did he invent page 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course
He did
bloody
indeed.
did.
There are no virgins in Essex. True story. Man
Oh my
who made
gosh.
love to pavements.
No.
How do you solve a problem like Korea?
No.
No.
My favourite. Madonna with the big boobies.
Oh my god. There is not an ounce of creativity in that one, is there?
No, Madonna
none.
with the big boobies. It's highbrow
Do
stuff.
you know
guys.
what? I wish someone would write that about me. I just don't have the tits for it.
Neither
Hannah
do
with
I.
the big boobies.
You need a pointy bra.
Yeah.
Hanukkah with the small boobies.
Yeah.
Then Murdoch hits up the Big Apple and buys the New York Post and the Boston Herald. He acquires American citizenship by helping Reagan with his state in 1980. More back scratching. And Rupert's new jazzy US citizenship means he can buy up some TV stations now.
Right.
Which he does. He fills the market with entertainment aimed at the younger generation who up until this point didn't have much to watch on the old boob tube.
Boob tube.
TV.
Naughty. Oh, okay. I thought you meant naughty websites.
We're not
Get
there
your mind out
yet.
the gutter. We have Murdoch to thank for The Simpsons and
Oh my gosh.
90210.
Of course, Fox.
Oh my god.
The first version. Maybe
Longest-
the second one too.
Longest running TV show of all time, right?
Simpsons.
Yeah.
So Ronald Reagan, Rupert
I
Murdoch.
really thought you were going to say Weasley.
Reagan, I don't know.
Reagan.
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 Rupert Murdoch's fellow backscratcher gets rid of the fairness doctrine, which was a doctrine that for decades required broadcasters to present both sides of any major public policy debate. So basically news without bias.
Oh.
But with the elimination of this, right-wing radio presenters could present opinion rather than cold, hard diplomatic fact.
Is that the case in the UK?
I think they opt into certain things.
Right.
So like the
Because
BBC has just opted out.
Because it is that you look at the news in America and the fearmonger. It's like a production. It's like a TV drama or something. The dramatics of it, and that it doesn't feel quite the same in the UK. I mean, it is still dramatic, but
our tabloids, I mean, worldwide notorious.
yeah,
in
they
terms
are,
of-
and they're terrible, and they really treat people
And who's
badly.
behind them all?
Bloody
Our boy
Murdoch.
Murdoch. And of course, Murdoch's new sexy 24-hour-a-day cable television service started doing exactly that.
Yes.
The New York Times article wrote, "Hour after hour, Day after day, Fox News was shaping the realities of the millions of Americans who treated the network as their primary news source.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Because that wasn't a thing, was it? The 24-hour news, which is such our culture now of just like news.
Constant news.
It just wasn't. It was once a day and
6 o'clock news. Yeah.
And now it's just constant.
A 2007 study found that the introduction of the network on a particular cable system pushed local voters to the right. The Fox News effect, as it became known.
Oh my God.
Oh.
In a 2014 Pew Research poll, a majority of self-described conservatives said it was the only news network they trusted.
Oh.
Don't like that.
But enough news, guys. News is boring. It's old news. I want to talk about Murdoch's love life.
Oh, yeah, what we really came for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Murdoch married his first wife, Patricia Booker, in 1956 when he was just 25 years old. Together they had Murdoch's first child, Prudence, the long-suffering, forgotten one. Yeah. Then he married Anna Mann, who he was with for 31 years, and who he had the 3 kids, Elizabeth, Lachlan and James with. On meeting Rupert, Anna said, "He was like a whirlwind coming into the room. It was very seductive." On meeting Anna, Murdoch said, "I thought she was a very pretty girl. Her writing skills were not going through my mind." But by the late 1990s, Anna said she wanted her husband to slow down, enjoy their 155-foot yacht, and take time for the two of them to enjoy one another and their growing family.
Slow down.
Slow down!
And he was like,
he was
no,
like, no.
I don't want to.
I don't want to go on the yacht. It's not got both sides of the equator on there.
The northern and the southern hemisphere. Rupert, however, was only just getting started. Cue Gold Digger by Kanye West. Should take my money. Thank you, guys. Enter stage right. The Deng. Wendy fucking Deng. Or should I say Wendy Peng?
Is she really fit?
She's fit, yeah.
Can I see a pic? Hang on.
Yeah, Google her.
She's a
fucking
fucking whirlwind. Like, she comes in.
She
I've
comes
literally
in
just typed in Wendy
like
Peng.
a wrecking ball.
Oh, you know? Do you know what? You know she's gonna be a fuck girl because she spells it Wendy with an I.
Wendy with an
Oh my God, yes, you do know that she's going to be a fuck girl.
But like
a soft boy.
Yeah.
So Roops, he cheats on his wife Anna with young up-and-coming news reporter Wendy Deng, who works for him. Now, I'm a little bit obsessed with Wendy.
I'm obsessed
because
with Wendy.
The girl is ruthless.
Yeah.
She won it, she got it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this legend.
Oh, dying to hear.
Wendy, the true star of the Murdoch
Of this
Empire.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Truly.
So do you think the wife in Succession is based on her?
There are similarities.
But she's so boring compared to Wendy.
Oh, so boring. Yeah.
So Wendy Deng was born in China. Of her childhood, she said in an interview with Vogue, "I grew up in a small town. No electricity every day, no telephone, no TV, no refrigerator, no hot water. It was a boring life. I never had a toy, not one doll, anything." Wow. For fun, she did chores.
Wow.
Later on, she played volleyball, at which she excelled, though even this she pursued for the free clothing and food. "You didn't know you were poor," she said. "It's just the way it was. So to get anyone's attention, you had to be smart."
Yeah.
And
Fuck
Wendy
me, isn't
studied
she?
hard. At the age of 16, she was enrolled at the Guangzhou Medical College. In 1988, she left medical school and went to the US on a study permit, where she enrolled at California State University, Northridge, where she studied economics and was among the top scoring students.
Bloody hell.
While she was studying, she lived with Jake and Joyce Cherry and slept in a bunk bed that she shared with their 5-year-old daughter.
What?
But after Joyce found private photos of Wendy in Jake's belongings, Joyce kicked Wendy out.
Oh my gosh.
And Jake, he swiftly followed, never to return.
Wow.
The 21-year-old Wendy said "I do" to Jake's marriage proposal and married the 53-year-old man in 1990.
Wow.
Girl moves fast.
She moves fast.
Gosh.
21.
21.
53.
53.
It's amazing
In,
how
out.
much currency youth carries from women towards men.
Mm-hmm.
And also, though, she's smart and beautiful. She's not just young.
Right.
I bet he thought he died and gone to heaven.
I know.
He's halfway there.
So true. While married to Cherry, Wendy obtained the all-important green card.
Ah, yes.
Their marriage lasted 2 years and 7 months, after which they divorced. Jake said that they actually stayed together for only about 4 to 5 months after he learnt that Deng was sleeping with 20-something 6-foot-tall David Wolf.
Fucking yes, girl, get it.
I'm sorry. What
6
did you
foot something?
anticipate?
What did you think?
Surname's Wolf. Yes, please. I wolf you.
Yes, please.
On their separation, Jake told the Wall Street Journal, "She told me I was a father concept to her, and it would never be anything else."
Oh no! No! Because you don't have sex with your dad. Like I don't know who needs to hear that, but hopefully no one. You don't marry your dad, and you don't sleep with your dad.
But I mean, fucking fair fucks to her. She's like, I got daddy issues, and I'm gonna name it.
Yeah, that's true. So call a spade a spade.
I want your money.
And then he said, "I love that girl."
Oh,
Sad.
Hey.
Yeah, he did. So in 1995, Wendy gets into Yale, as you fucking do.
Yes, Wendy.
how old is she then? Mid-20s?
1995. She married in 1990. Yeah, mid-20s.
And does he pay?
Mid to late. No, I think actually David Wolf pays for it, and
Right.
then she breaks up with him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You get what
As
you
long as
can,
she's got someone paying for it, I'm okay.
Yeah, she's moving forward.
Yeah.
So in 1995, Wendy gets into Yale, and a requirement for the MBA students is to do an internship, which she takes at the Murdoch-owned Star TV in Hong Kong.
Yes, this is it.
In 1997, an inauguration where Murdoch was taking questions, a 28-year-old Wendy Deng stands up and asks him flat out, "Why is your business strategy in China so bad?"
Yeah.
And Rupert is smitten.
He loves
You're
it.
joking.
Yeah, she's incredible.
They marry 2 years later. 2 years! It's a 2-year turnaround.
Isn't it?
Give Wendy 2 years and
Yeah,
she's got your husband.
She's got the ring.
She's got the fucking ring.
I can't wait to meet her and have the best 2 years of my life.
So they married 2 years later in 1999 on board his yacht Morning Glory.
What? They are obsessed with
Which
yachts.
it was
this
a bit
family.
Rich people and
secret
yachts, man.
wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah.
No one knew that it was going to be a wedding,
wedding.
so all of his friends turned up on the yacht. And,
In like flip flops.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's a wedding.
that's
Yeah.
quite a good idea.
I know, quite nice.
If you've got a yacht, why not?
Why, if you've got a yacht, why not? Mantra to live by.
Less than 3 weeks after the finalisation of his divorce from his second wife, Anna.
Gosh, wow, that is a quick turnaround.
So-
Yeah, but you're hoping that divorce took so long because
Yeah.
she was taking him.
For a ride.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
rinsing
she
him
does.
for all it was worth.
Yeah. So by
She's
this
a lot.
point, Murdoch is going from strength to strength. By the time of the wedding, Rupert was well into a deepening relationship with Tony Blair.
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes.
Murdoch, according to the Daily Mail, became the unofficial 24th member of Blair's new Labour
Wow.
cabinet. Wendy and Rupert managed to have 2 children by way of IVF called Chloe and Grace. They are baptised in the River Jordan, and their godparents are Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, and Tony Blair.
Stop it. That is so random. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, they're like
Australians.
really, really close.
There's not
Hugh
that many
Jackman.
Australians
Yeah.
in America. No,
They're like
that's obviously
hyper
nothing.
successful
Yeah.
Australians.
They only fuck with the famous Australians,
Do you
of
think-
which there are only 2.
Only 2.
Do you think they have a WhatsApp group for anyone who becomes famous
Famous
enough from
enough.
Australia?
Maybe
They get
they do.
added into the WhatsApp
Do you think?
group.
Who do you think
is
the
it?
Hemsworths would be in it?
I think they're, yeah.
Do you think all of the? I think Liam and Chris maybe are, but the other one isn't.
I don't think the other one is.
No.
Savage.
He did Westworld, and that's just not big enough.
The third Hemsworth.
You have to either have
We don't
married
even know
Miley
his
Cyrus
name,
or-
He's
So-
like the Prudence of Hemsworth.
He is. Yeah.
Eesh.
If you're not in MCU or inside Miley Cyrus,
You can get out.
You don't get to be in the WhatsApp group.
So the family live on 5th Avenue in an apartment with 20 rooms and 4,000 square feet of terraces.
Did you just say 20 rooms?
Yes.
Imagine cleaning. It'd be a nightmare.
it'd
The
be a
skirting
nightmare.
boards would be
You
so
know what?
dusty.
I actually do think about that a lot.
Yeah.
But then cleaners, they're so rich.
There is so many
This
cleaners.
is a good point.
Dripping in cleaners.
But still, they'd be in all the time cleaning.
They
You'd be like,
would,
can I just
yeah.
have a minute?
But you could just go into your one of 20 rooms
Yeah,
and
true.
never see them.
It's true.
This is true.
But it wasn't to be the stuff of fairy tales. Yes, there were glamorous friends, red carpets, lavish dinner parties, but these events were all fueled by a young, confident Wendy who was coming home at 6 a.m. from the box with her Silicon Valley boy toys, whilst old man Rupert was waking up to go to work.
It's incredible.
You're joking. So wait, she was just living at home, living her best life,
Yeah.
and he was doing all the work.
Well, she was doing the work too. Like she was
doing
She was like
everything else.
whining and dining celebrities.
She's young.
These men in Silicon Valley. She's trying to make deals with China.
Wow.
She's fucking working her ass off.
She's playing.
But she's also having a fuck ton of fun because she's young and can do it.
Yeah.
Working hard and playing hard.
Exactly. So they were like passing ships in the night. In a Vanity Fair article, a friend who spent time with them on St. Bart's said there were fights all the time, too many to mention. It would start with how he was dressed, or the schedule for the kids, or something the nanny said. Just anything would set Wendy off. It would be like flipping a switch. She would insult him, insult staff, scream, bark orders.
Yeah.
She's probably just like, I don't want to be with you.
I had forgotten about that, actually.
She's
Not a good look.
She goes a bit psychotic on old Rupert, and
he's
actually she's violent towards him.
I actually had forgotten
she pushes
this.
him over when he's really old,
Yeah.
and then he says that he fell. He's in a full-on abusive relationship with Wendy.
I'd forgotten
gosh,
about this.
okay, then we take
I take
that.
back the icon stuff. I'd really forgotten.
I mean, this is the thing. She's an icon, but she's also
a bad girl.
She's a bad girl, and not in a good way.
So we're here at Marshall's with Liz for some holiday shopping.
She's really nailing it this year, isn't she?
Oh, yep. She got a record player for Amy.
A gorgeous cozy sweater for Jason.
And some hot pink fluffy slippers for her sister.
The perfect gift.
Wait a sec.
She's getting a pair for herself.
Well, with prices this good, it would be rude not to.
You know what? She totally deserves it.
Oh, totally.
Happy holidays, everyone. See you at Marshall's.
Fabulous brands.
Feel good prices at Marshall's.
So not only that, but rumours of an affair with Tony Blair are brewing after him and his wife joined the Murdochs on their yacht. He's so sexy, Wendy gushed to friends about Tony B. At this time, Blair worked out regularly, he wore Tom Ford suits, and he was once voted Torso of the Week by Heat magazine.
He was?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Tony Blair?
Okay, well, we have to put that on the gram because I have no recollection of Tony Blair being anything but a bloody buffoon.
I actually remember sort of fancying Tony Blair when I was younger.
God.
Being
Really?
like, oh, he's kind of hot.
He's good looking. Why is he in charge?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People in charge aren't meant to be hot.
Pretty to be smart.
So amazing Wendy fact is that I can't remember who read it, but I think it was a British tabloid, found her diary, and in her diary she had written stuff about Tony Blair and about how amazing his bum was, like all about him. Okay, so this is what she wrote. She put, oh shit, whatever. Why I'm so missing Tony, because he is so charming and his clothes are so good. He has such good body and he has really good legs. And he's slim, tall and good skin, pierced blue eyes, which I love. Love his eyes. I love his power on the stage. And what else?
It's so year 6,
Isn't it?
Diary entry.
It's such a young...
It's like, I've just been to a school disco.
obsessed. That's her kid's godfather.
But also, I wonder if there's so much in her probably not having felt or
Actually felt...
attraction in
I
life.
think
If she's attracted to power, it'd be hard to find someone more powerful than Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
The
so
Prime
true.
Minister is probably the only...
And I can imagine Tony Blair being... I mean, you can tell he's a charmer. He would
Oh,
works a room.
I mean, he managed to invade Iraq and
Right?
convince everyone that they had
That was
weapons
a
of mass
fucking good-
destruction.
yeah.
That's a total fucking lie.
Right.
So
He didn't become the Prime Minister of Britain because of his political prowess. He literally just...
He's also going to
For years
invade your
as
wife.
well.
It's
Yeah,
gonna-
he's going to invade everywhere.
Blair also once described his sexual appetite as inexhaustible.
Oh, no.
I don't want to know that about the person in charge of the country.
In his memoir, Tony Blair wrote more about his sexual prowess, saying that he devoured his wife's love. I was an animal following my instinct. In 2005, asked by The Sun if he could have sex 5 times a night, Blair, who was suffering from a slipped disc at the time, replied, "At least. I can do it more depending on how I feel."
The man is overcompensating. That's so unnecessary.
So gross.
I know we come on here and talk about sex a lot, but Christ alive, that's just
That's
embarrassing.
too much.
Although the affair was never actually verified, Rupert, after having interviewed the house staff, who all said yes to the sordidness,
And they did hate her as well.
yeah, she was a nightmare, decided to divorce Wendy and tell her totally out the blue over the phone of their divorce.
Oh, wow.
In the settlement, Deng received the Rockefeller triplex on the Fifth Avenue, worth between $60 and $70 million.
Not bad.
The vast walled courtyard house in Beijing, anywhere between 10 and 40 million. and 40 million, 1 million for each year of marriage, per the couple's prenuptial agreement, plus jewellery.
10 million for each year of marriage, you mean?
14 million.
$14.
1 4.
14.
Oh,
1 million.
So married for
each year.
14 years. That's actually quite a long time.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that she didn't get more than that. 1 million for every year. That doesn't feel like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't have any power at the beginning
Yeah.
of their marriage.
Yeah,
That was
that's
the
true.
prenup. And she was
But
just
she did also get 70 million
student
pound
from
house.
Hong Kong, you know what I mean? So plus jewellery and half of their art collection. So basically a fuck ton of moolah. From a girl who didn't even have electricity growing up to a woman who has an estimated net worth of $100 million.
Yeah.
Deng is a real-life rags-to-riches fuck girl. One who might even win the fuck crown of one of the world's most notorious fuckboys, Rupert Murdoch.
Fucking
Yeah.
yes.
I'm going to end this Deng dissection with this epic written note from Wendy. This is from her diary, who was slagging off an ex of hers and his new squeeze. Lisa will never have my style or grace. I achieved my purpose. Eric saw me looking so gorgeous and so fantastic and so young, so cool, so chic, so stylish, so funny, and he cannot have me. I not ever feel sad about losing Eric. Plus, he is really, really ugly, unattractive, and fat. Not stylish at all. Try to wear hip clothes. I'm so happy I'm not with him.
Oh my gosh. I'm also obsessed with her kind of missing out words randomly.
I know, she's just like,
Because her written English isn't great.
oh, in my head it's because she's like so busy and such an icon.
Yeah,
She's just
yeah,
like
me too.
writing it down in the breaks that she has when she's like not making business deals on the phone.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm so lucky. Yes, sell.
The human question is the former Google CEO Eric Schmidt.
So she's been linked to him. She's also been linked to Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
She's been linked to so many people.
Wendy Deng knows how to invest in herself, her high-flying friends, her corporations, and her men.
Bloody hell.
Before we get back to the Murdoch inheritance, I know you girls like organised fun, so
Oh my gosh.
I want to play a quick round of true or false.
Okay.
True or false, Rupert Murdoch sold MySpace, which he bought for $580 million, to singer-songwriter Justin Timberlake.
False.
I think something in me is saying true but false.
True.
True.
580
bought it-
million.
He
Just
bought
went
it
down,
for
yeah.
$580 million, and then I think he sold it for like $35 million.
Yeah.
That's
And he
so
sold it to
embarrassing.
Justin Timberlake amongst other people. Okay, true or false, Rupert Murdoch played himself in The Simpsons.
True.
True.
Yes, it's true. We'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so many weird predictive things in
I know.
The Simpsons.
Well,
Do you
probably
remember the
because
Trump
it's
one?
Fox. And Fox are like,
Yeah,
who can
there's
we
like
get? No, I'm joking.
there's a skit of Trump
Yeah.
as president.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
we'll put that on
years and
Instagram
years
as well.
before.
Fox knew. True or false? Anna Murdoch Mann was awarded $170 million as settlement with her divorce from Rupert Murdoch.
170
Million.
True.
False.
More.
She was actually awarded $1.7 billion.
What? Wait,
Wild.
so that's probably why Wendy had that really strict
Prenup,
Prenup.
And also, she must have met him right at the beginning. She must have had big shares in the company, like
Oh yeah.
seat on the board maybe.
She really wangled a good deal for
Yeah.
herself and her children.
Go on. Go on,
Go on,
Gil.
Go on, Gil. True or false? James Murdoch managed the rap and pornocore band called Smut Peddlers, who are most famous for their 2001 album Porn Again.
I think this is true because
Sure,
he had
it's
a
true.
music production company.
And also, it's far too niche for you
Yeah.
to make that up.
That's too good not to be true. It's true.
yeah.
True or false? Elizabeth Murdoch was married to Sigmund Freud's great-grandson, Matthew Freud.
True.
True.
True. True or false? Rupert Murdoch is older than the discovery of penicillin.
False.
True.
False.
Oh.
It was
Not by
discovered in
much.
1928, but he is older than the game Monopoly and the tape recorder, which were both invented in 1934. Murdoch was born in 1931.
The man,
Oh
the
my
man's, he's
God.
not young, is he?
It's not your old.
So,
Succession.
back to the
baby.
question of succession.
Yes.
Who will become successor? Certainly not either of Wendy's children. Rupert's second wife made sure in her divorce settlement that they would never have voting power in the company's future, and the empire would only ever be taken on by Elizabeth Lachlan and or James.
Oh my gosh, how could she make that
Ooh,
the
that's
case?
savage.
And that was irrevocable.
Wow.
After some seriously awful exposés on Murdoch's empire, like the Millie Dowler hacking scandal, where it was discovered journalists at News of the World were tapping into Millie's phone after she was tragically murdered and deleting voicemails, as well as illegally eavesdropping on hundreds and hundreds of celebrities and politicians, for which son James was thrown under the bus for.
Yeah.
The fractures and the immorality of News Corp were becoming too seismic to ignore.
So
Why did they throw
this
it
is
on
the
there?
last Wendy thing that I will fucking say.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But so after the News of the World scandal, James and Rupert got pulled up in front of the UK government to answer questions about what happened and how this scandal was how it had become so bad. And somebody broke in and they had a cream pie and they took it and they threw it at Rupert Murdoch. But Wendy comes in, punches this guy round the fucking face.
No.
Yeah, and then she's like branded as like Papers just could not get enough of it. Like Murdoch's young
it's
wife.
fucking caught on CCTV.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put it on the Instagram so everyone can watch it.
yes.
It was so good. She literally goes.
She literally like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
Go on, girl.
It's hilarious.
Go on, go. So James Murdoch eventually leaves News Corp over concerns its newspapers were disguising facts and endorsing disinformation. Supposedly the politics of his father's business had become too right-wing for the liberal youngest son. Elizabeth also decided to duck out from under her father's shadow and went on to become executive chairman of the global TV and film production and development company, Sister. Her company has produced shows like Giddy Haji, Chernobyl, Broadchurch, The Power, This Is Going to Hurt, and Flowers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Elizabeth, if you're listening, I'm talented, unemployed, and you're always my favourite.
Yes. Kath and I second that.
Yeah. We can be your daddy.
Yes.
So that leaves Lachlan. Republican voting, father's favourite, set to inherit the throne. But for now, the crown remains, if not firmly, then at least steadily, on the white-haired, balding head of Rupert, aged 90. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. As for his love life, well, in 2016, he met former supermodel and actor Jerry Hall in Australia while she was playing Mrs. Robinson in a stage adaptation of The Graduate.
Oh my gosh.
4 months later, in a whirlwind romance,
Rupert, you're a fool.
the two were happily married and remain so. No doubt, there are way more twists and burns to come from the Murdochs.
Yeah.
And as the old saying goes, it ain't over until the old man chokes on his own diamond-encrusted subpoena. And that, my friends, is a short version of what is a very convoluted fuck family dynamic.
Oh,
brilliant.
Hanako.
Fucking incredible.
Well done, Hanako.
Oh, thank you for that brilliant episode.
So, Hannah, I believe you have a listener's story
I
for
do
us.
indeed. Just bear with me.
Thanks, guys, for sending these in. We love them.
So, this listener said, I've been a stoner for many years. You do you, honey.
You do you.
A guy I was casually sleeping with, in an effort to impress me, tried to, quote-unquote, hang by smoking a few bongs while over at my and my 4 roommates' place.
Did you say a few bongs?
A few bongs.
I've never done a
Is
bong.
that like?
Have you done a bong?
Is that like multiple bongs or is that multiple drags
I
of
don't
a
know.
bong? I don't know nothing about bongs.
Maybe if any of our listeners are avid weed smokers, they can hit us up with this
If y'all are
information.
bonging out there, let us know.
Any bongers. He proceeded to ask to use my bathroom, thank God, at which point he urinated, defecated, vomited, and passed out all at once.
Oh, that's a lot.
We all ran up when we heard the crash. I'd never seen anything like it before, so I made sure he was coherent and begged him to let me know if he had taken any other drugs prior. He woke, let me know that he did not, said it was from weed, and apparently he knew that this happened, quote-unquote, sometimes.
What?
I know.
If that's ever happened ever,
Never
do it again.
So, you think, yeah.
You think you'd learn?
Learn from your mistakes, dude. I cleaned him up, helped him dress in my clean clothing.
You're not his mum.
I know. Cleaned the bathroom and put him to bed on my floor. Tending to him, offering him food and water over the next 32 hours.
Oh my God, like some poor little sick dog.
Yeah. So after 32 hours, he woke sober, received his clean clothes, verified that I would, in fact, not be contacting him again to hang out, and he then left.
As if you need to verify that.
Yeah.
What an absolute maniac.
What
I
horrible
thought the story
story.
was going to go, I'd never seen anything like it before, so I took multiple photos.
Here they are.
Here they are, yeah.
Said, oof, it hurt worse typing it out. I've never told it in real life.
What?
Well-
That's, I mean, you've got to tell that story.
Tell it far and wide.
Please.
Yes.
I have some stories, and boy, oh boy, have I spread them.
Hell.
Amazing content. though.
Man-child?
Oh, surely. Oh, I also feel a bit sorry for him that he was just trying to like flex, and it just
Bit of a
ended up being
pick-me.
really embarrassing.
Bit of a pick me.
Yeah.
Trying to show off.
Know your limits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also like, if weed or any substance is not for you, it's perfectly fine to
you
say
say
no.
no?
And if it sounds like that person probably would have respected it and not thought they were like uncool. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and if someone thinks you're uncool because you don't do drugs, Christ,
Fuck them.
what a boring person they are.
Yeah.
In it.
In it.
Yeah. Anyways, that's why we don't do kids. We don't do drugs.
We also don't do kids, just to clarify.
That's why we don't do kids. Drugs.
I need to go to bed.
My eye is like twitching as well. I don't know what's happened to us.
It's the hysteria of being put together. We made it, guys.
We made it.
Oh, I missed you.
Links for all of our resources are in the show notes. Please do check them out.
Next week, we're going from the super yachts of the Murdochs to the super yachts of Succession.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you can help us by rating us and following the F-Boy podcast wherever you listen, and giving us a 5-star, which helps more than we can tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, please. And if you have your very own F-boy or F-girl story, don't be shy. Be sure to send them to our submissions at our website, www.fboypodcast.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, please.
Or just slide into our DMs. You know how it's done.
Slide on in. You can find even more fuckboyery on Instagram and Twitter, which we're very quiet on, at the F-Boy Podcast.
And a special thanks to our brilliant producers at Audio Boom Studios.
Yes.
So watch out.
Kendall, Roman, Shiv, Connor, and Logan.
Yeah.
We're coming for you.
Are you struggling to bring effective cybersecurity education into your classroom? Project Aries, the future of competency-based cyber education, combines realism and gamification into hands-on labs to empower, encourage, and engage students in becoming the next generation of cybersecurity professionals. Learn how Project Aries equips instructors by visiting our website at projectaries.academy.
What do you give the person who wants to do everything or anything? What about Masterclass? Unlimited access to online classes from the world's best. For those who want to make films like Martin Scorsese, create dishes like Gordon Ramsay, or even flow like Nas. Maybe they want to make hits like Mariah Carey, or they're looking to make history like Gloria Steinem. You know they want to, and now you know what to get them. This holiday, give one annual membership and get one for free. Go to masterclass.com/save today. That's masterclass.com/save. Terms apply.